niggas could hear you, boy. Alright, alright. Now we good on that. Y'all should be able to hear me. Damn, man, I don't even got my other fucking. Let's just see something. Anyway, it's your boy Fleavelli. We here. It's the most wise. Let's just check the audio levels on this biatch. Let's just check the audio levels on this biatch, and then we gonna get into this shit. Shout out to Carcino. Here's why rappers are forced to praise Eminem. This nigga Carcino still doing videos talking about Eminem and shit like that. This nigga crazy. All right, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, that's. I think. Yeah, all right, so we good. We good on the volume and all that. We good on the volume. I bet. So now hit that like button and all that. You know what I'm saying? We gonna hit that like button. Try to, you know, send this algorithm up a little shem. Anyway, we here. It's the most wise Fleavelli, and I want to get into this motherfucking I want to get into this little shit I stumbled across yesterday. You know, I see that old block has been beefing. So basically, I'm pretty sure y'all know Munna Duke had his chain robbed. I mean, not chain robbed. Well, his chain was robbed also as well. But let's start there. Munna Duke, which was basically a friend of King Von. I'm looking for a news article because okay, here we go. Here we go. Perfect. All right, let's do this. Here we go. All right. So, Munna Duke, right, was obviously is it this camera that I'm on or is it this one? All right, it's this one. Perfect. All right. So Munna Duke was um obviously shot and killed in Chicago. Um, Rapper Munna Duke slain Saturday was an associate of King Von in 2020. They also killed 31 Daryl Gibbons, 36-year-old man is also hospitalized in fair condition. The rapper and alleged leader of violent O Block gang faction was known and killed was among two men killed in high-powered ambush attack early Saturday in Edgewater, left three wounded. Da-da-da. Um, Munna Duke was an associate of King Von. Da, 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 blah, 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 blah. Right? They say Darryl Gibbons and another were shot when gunmen jumped out of a vehicle at 1:20 a.m. and fired at least 50 shots. These is high, like yo, bro. These niggas letting off Dracos and shit when they off and shit in Chicago. Like they know you might up still, so they come in. You know what I'm saying? Rifle power. You know what I'm saying? They come in heavy, real heavy. Let's bring me back up on this John real quick though, right? So, yeah, right. I'll move myself over here real quick, right down here. So, let's just try to move this a little up. I don't want y'all looking at all the stuff I'm looking at. Yeah, right. So, motherfucking Munna Duke passes away, right? And niggas is like, yo, they put up this dude. So there's a dude who got caught. Not got caught. He posted the fact that oh, matter of fact, he posted the fact that him. Let's see something real quick. He posted the fact that he had Munna Duke's chain or whatever the case may be. You feel me? He had dude chain or whatever. And on top of him posting that or whatever, right? on top of dude posting that, damn, see they don't. Damn, I thought they were just gonna show the John. Alright, so yeah, they not gonna show that. All right, I thought they was gonna go on. Oh, here we go, 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 here we go. All right, hold on. I'm just trying to get to the picture of the chain. Could we pause it? All right, perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, so that's the motherfucking what? The fuck? I don't care about the nigga scorecard. Anyway, that's the motherfucking chain, right? Um, that chain. And now I feel like I'm mad loud and shit like that. Let's just turn this down a little bit. That chain was reportedly taken by a dude from I guess Front Street or something like that. You know, I'm not too well versed in these Chicago. Oh, okay. I'm trying to move this over here. And sorry, you know what I'm saying? We on obviously we on OBS today. We try, we like trying new things. Obviously, we want to give y'all better camera angles and I mean better camera quality and stuff like that. Oh, sugar honey iced tea, Jesus Christ. Anyway, right? So when it comes to motherfucking this dude this dude taking a chain, they said that the kid's from Front Street or some shit like that. So I'm like, well, I mean, I don't really know Chicago beefs and shit like that. I don't know Front Street. I don't know none of these things. You know what I'm saying? I'm some New York nigga, like kind of tapping into this shit or whatever the case may be, right? So in the process of me kind of like researching like some of these things, going down this little rabbit hole, I come across this YouTube page that does a very, very, very good job in breaking this stuff down. And I'm like, I gotta bring this to you guys. Like, and one, I want y'all to subscribe to this page as well because he's really good at at breaking down these chiraq rumors in a different way. So let me see. Should I do the big mic one? Nah, see, cause nobody not really getting into it. How bro getting into it? Matter of fact, okay. Oh yeah, this is. Oh yeah, okay. We gonna lead it up. Okay, perfect. All right, I got it. I got it. All right, this is what we gonna do. Yeah, this is what we gonna do. So yeah, see how he took the chain, whatever. We gonna start with this interview right here. We gonna go into this interview right here, and I may not it made the audio may be a little janky, and I hope we could catch it good, but maybe a little janky, maybe a little janky, but we gonna try to get this thing. We gonna try to get this to work. Or let's see, and come on. All right, work with your boy, work with your boy, work with your boy. Been having a bad month, man. Bad 2 months. Work with your boy, man. Be trying to work again with content. Oh, okay. I think be good. I think be good. I think be good.
He got the chain on his neck. You can see the blood. You can see the blood of the blood stains on the clear as day. Like, and then the other photo is him. He got the glasses on with the mask like that, and he holding the chain up, talking about get back or whatever. Like, that's goofy shit. Like, y'all doing everything for social media, bro. Like, you posting the chain. Like, all right, y'all did what y'all did, but you on the internet
Hit
with
that
this,
like button.
like posting it like that. He said, like these little niggas out here just goofy as hell these days.
I want to get into the part where you say it's a back door.
So there was some lady. She went on social media and she made a video where she talked about her. I should say a post where she talked about she was there for the scene and seeing a guy outside walking around casing the area. You know what I mean? In a situation like that, and it's supposedly a robbery and whatnot. Like, what would you say? Like, would be your best options of recourse in that situation? that situation, if she's seeing him off, casing, if she's seeing that before it even happened, like why you ain't seeing nobody? Like why you ain't seeing nobody? Like man, there's some dude out there just steady walking around, like he walking around, he looking around. Like why you ain't seeing nobody? Probably would have been old guard and probably would have been able to stay his lives out there that day. Like you, speaking up, if you seeing him out there on the line, you supposed to be like, hey, there's some
Yeah, we just getting the next joint ready.
outside, man, that y'all probably gotta watch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because they said he was in a mask or whatnot, and they had.
So yeah, I guess it was a girl out there, whatever.
Actually saw him leaving. I mean, saw Duke and those guys leaving, and then that's.
I want him to say the back door part.
Yeah. Crazy, man. Now, what do you think about somebody actually allegedly going on social media? Because I didn't see the page that posted it, because the page was taken down by the time the news spread, with the O Blacc chain. Like, actually with the O Blacc chain and putting it out that on social media. Oh, I got the pictures in my phone. Sent them to my phone. I got them on my phone. I said it. Oh, like y'all tweaking, like you posting on you got to check. It's like making a statement. Weird. Yeah, man, we live through these devices now. And say some little slick on the internet, like go pick your homie up or something like that. But you actually like taking pictures with the chain.
Man, I'm trying to get to the part where he said they backdoored him.
Dude was just like a player, dude. You know what I'm saying? Just like fuck with get money. Because there was a video that surfaced. That was a PFA instead of thing, but it's like the situation was so crazy, and then I started processing it and everything. Then at the same time, this the life we live when we choose the streets. You know, either and you know those videos are hard to watch, to be real. But for somebody like you, who's gone through this so many times, and so many of your sandbox homies who have lost their life in similar fashion, man, how do you move on with this? How do you reflect, or how do you take this in? It like when I first heard the news, it was crazy. It was like damn, like Duke, like y'all get killed, saying like. Especially Duke, like because of the relationship me and Duke had, like that was my boy. Like
man, listen, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Where's the fucking part where he said this nigga got backdoored?
The situation was so crazy, and then I started processing it and everything. Then at the same time.
All right. Long story short, man, this nigga felt like his man's got backdoored or whatever. I ain't about to keep fucking. This nigga take mad long to fucking say what the fuck I gotta say and shit like that, right? So now this the crazy shit, right? So y'all know that motherfucking obviously motherfucking Lil Durk is OTF, you know, I think that's like some Lamron shit or whatever. And Chief Keef, Jack O Block and all that, whatever. Obviously, you know, King Von, they put the Parkway on the map, whatever. I'm just a New York nigga giving y'all my perspective and shit like that, right? But I never fucking knew that while listening to Chucky, I'm listening to him basically shit on O Block niggas, right? So come to find out, right, there has been this long ongoing war between O Block and OTF, right? Almost like me and like the 280 niggas beef or whatever, where like niggas from like their own side. But and I've also already heard this about like the younger O Block niggas beefing with the older O Block niggas and shit like that, whatever. But now you're hearing about like OTF versus O Block, and then you also kind of see like the fallout from like what obviously what Chief Keef and Lil Durk was going through and stuff like that or whatever the case may be. Now, I don't know the intricacies of it, right? But this man right here, this page right here is about to break this shit down. I'm going to kind of phase in and out or whatever the case may be. But this shit is crazy. I ain't going to lie. Shout out to Chiraq, shout out to Chicago, and shout out to this page. Hold on, let me actually pull it up a little tip more so y'all can see it. Cause I want him to get his credit for this. CSP, that's his name. CSP on YouTube. He might be better than Swiper. He better than motherfucking. Listen, this nigga right here, he a real one. I could tell a real one. Real ones, you know what I'm saying? He a real one, bro. So Let's see what my guy talking about though. Word. So he goes through like the
Oh,
article a
Black
little bit.
Youngin have been shot and killed, man. Munna Duke has been shot and killed, man. Oh, Black Youngin, a lot of people from a lot of people don't really know Oh, Black Youngin like that, but people know Munna Duke. That was King Von right hand man. That was somebody who been in this shit since we first started seeing this shit. Like Munna Duke has he one of them real faces, fool. And it's coming out right now from multiple sources that he been shot and killed, man. Whole time Munna Duke was shot and killed on my side of the town, fool.
Yeah, he
You
talking
know,
about
that
the
whole
north
block had
side and
fought with
shit.
Munna Duke and Youngin. So whole time. It's crazy. One of them died at White's Hospital. That's the hospital I was born in. It's up north. It's goddamn it over there by like Clarendon and Wilson. You know what I'm saying?
This nigga
Posting
just giving
pictures of
his whole
Ken Ken
background and
from
shit. So
Taytown,
now,
bro.
this
Like
the
back in the
crazy
day,
shit,
Wilson,
right?
bro.
So now supposedly niggas are saying that Munna Duke died as get back for a nigga named Ken Ken from Taytown. RIP to these people. Don't know who they
Hey,
are,
here's what I know all
but
that
he gonna
shit.
break it down.
So whole time, one of them died at Everston Hospital and one of them died at White's Hospital. You know what I'm saying? So whole time, now, you know, it's shit crazy because you got Taytown members posting pictures of Ken Ken, bro. Like they posting pictures of Ken Ken from from Taytown, like OTF members, Taytown members, they posting Ken Ken picture, bro, as if to say that Munna Duke or Youngin killed Ken Ken, bro. That's tradition in Chicago. When somebody die, when somebody that killed your homie die, you post your homie picture. You know what I'm saying? Like if dude them kill your homie and then dude them die in Chicago, you post your homie. That
Now I could see this trend starting in New York City. I could see niggas in the Bronx starting to do this where soon as you know what I'm saying, niggas gonna post say man. You don't see that really done in New York City like that. So shout out to Chicago. That's a real one for Chicago doing that.
when the killer died, you post his victim. That's your
Like
homie.
that
You know what I'm
chiraq
saying?
shit,
So
them niggas live up
that's
to their
Chicago.
name. I ain't
When
gonna
King
lie.
Von died, everybody started posting Odell, Ki, P5. All P5 people started posting P5 when J Money died. P5 people they posting P5 and shit. That's like tradition and shit. It's like you can rest now. Your killer is dead. You can rest now. So for Tay-Town to be posting Ken Ken after this shit happened, it's like damn. So what y'all trying to say? You see what I'm saying? Like y'all trying to say that Munna Duke and Youngin or one of them done killed they killed Ken Ken? Like what's going on? Ain't everybody OTF? I mean I know Munna Duke and them they wasn't OTF, but they might as well have been like they might as well have been like y'all so black.
But listen, how could Munna Duke have not been OTF, right? If Munna Duke is running with King Von and King Von was signed to motherfucking Lil Durk. And this be the crazy shit about the streets because I remember a OG told me one time, like, nigga, your friends is always gonna become your enemies because those are the people that's closest to you, right? Which is why like people like yo keep your friends close, your enemies close, the type of thing. Which is kind of like a vice versa way of saying like nigga, your friend gonna become your enemy type of shit. And that's why you gotta kind of watch the people that you bring into your circle. You gotta watch when you bring so much killers and real niggas into your circle, cause they not really a part of your program. They're actually there trying to see your program to imitate that and create their own, as opposed to strengthening your program, and then that becomes like a weakness in what you're trying to build. You know what I'm saying? Yes, we want a lot of strong members on our team and stuff like that. But unfortunately, you know, a lot of the strong men in black communities come from broken homes. So we don't see, well, not say we, because I'm saying I kind of come from mother and father type of thing, but they don't see um long lasting loyalty, right? They don't see their mom with someone for 20 years. They don't, you know what I'm saying? They probably see little friendships last because of jail situations or whatever, or, situations and circumstances that keep people together that probably don't really want to be together. Like, like, i.e., like gang members, right? Like, y'all all poor. Y'all really don't want to be friends, but y'all all stuck in the hood, so y'all got to be friends type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, but Dirk built a bad crew, man.
Black OTF, King Von, that's the link right there. That's the link. Oh, Black OTF.
It's like it's like Lil Durk hired his own back door.
Just check the stats. So when did it come to the point where you got old Blacc members killing OTF members? You know what I'm saying? Or old Blacc members killing Tay-Town members. Don't old Blacc and Tay-Town, they like don't they be at each other parties and shit? We just seen damn near well hold on. Let me sit back for a second. We just seen old Blacc in the Lamb Ryan party. Now this man, this BD on BD, this Lamb Ryan on Tay-Town, old Blacc on OTF shit needs to stop. You see what I'm saying? We're gonna get to what happened to what happened to Munna Duke and Youngin in a second, but let's just talk about this shit. Cause it's looking like, Lamb Ryan and Tay-Town, they've been at it, you know what I'm saying? That's old news. We ain't gotta talk about that shit. Fast Munna Duke and Youngin, old Blacc Youngin losing their life is being said right now, bro. It's being said that the car that was used in the killing was found all the way in the hundreds. 130 over there by somebody that old Blacc is locked in a real war against.
So basically, in Chicago, when them niggas go and whack niggas or whatever, basically them niggas like to use a lot of stolies and all that. But a lot of the times, you know what I'm saying, for niggas, like, listen, you know, the same way. I mean, nah, I'm not gonna say the same way. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously, they locked in a little bit more. But I would say the same way. Sometimes we trying to solve the mystery of who killed who. These niggas be trying to solve the mystery of who killed who. You feel me? Because you might think like that's why it's a problem having beef with so much different people. Because you know what I'm saying. You might think that shit came from over here. Shit came from this way, that way, da da da. They got a situation right now with FBG Brick where a lot of like niggas kind of thought that O Block niggas dusted them, and come to find out it was kind of a backdoor situation by niggas that Ben was getting into it with. You feel me? Like I guess niggas took his pole and all that. You know what I'm saying? He started breaking jaws and niggas felt they ways about that and down the line. You know what I'm saying? They did what they did, but when they did what they did, um obviously FBG Brick is FBG Duck's brother. FBG Duck starts making songs, and he's on his like, yo, I'm so tight about Brick, I'm gonna go to the to Parkway to O Block, not even realizing that the niggas who did it, he kind of partying and vibing with it and all that. You feel me? Obviously like some Gyro City niggas. So y'all got to take that and understand that like sometimes, bro, like you don't know where the fire come from, bro. You feel me? Like sometimes you don't know where that fire coming from. This is why sometimes you gotta put out those loose fires and focus in on the big ones. You know what I'm saying? Like too many loose fires is you know what I'm saying? Niggas clip you and all that, and niggas will clip you and you niggas will start bombing on the other side. You know what I'm saying? Niggas that they was already going into it with, other side start reacting, and next thing you know, you feel me? Omar done got away smooth handed. So that niggas gotta understand this shit, man. But this whole OTF O Block beef that's kind of brewing and going back and forth is crazy to me though.
I mean, they drove all the way from the hundreds.
Cause I actually listen to Chucky too.
All the way up north to do this hit. Like, they ass had a lot of gas money. On folks, they had a full tank of gas. Like, y'all drove from the hundreds all the way up north just to do this shit. So, a lot of people. So the car
Having a full tank of gas is somebody crazy.
burning by a dude in them neighborhood, bloodbath in them neighborhood. Goddamn it, what's the dude who say he boss top friend of this move out, took his pipe and clapped him. Dude, now Chucky people, OTF Chucky wackem people. That's crazy. Little Chucky wackem, he OTF. And his people that down there, it's looking like they probably done did some shit, but everybody been like this shit too messy. You got
Okay, my son getting that money on off of this. Word.
Ken right now. It's like Munna Duke Ken, which Munna Duke from O Block. Ken them, they OTF, they TT, but they OTF. So you telling me O Block to kill the OTF member, then some more OTF affiliates, Chucky whacking them people that came back and killed Munna Duke and Youngin. So it's like it's like a you got hoods that's doing this shit. Like of course you got Tay-Town, you got O Block. We ain't gonna talk about O Block for a second. You got Tay-Town. Yeah, we can talk about O Block. You got Tay-Town, O Block, and Chucky Whack, the hood that Chucky Whacking them damn near murder triangle going on between them right now.
Nigga said a murder triangle.
Them killed OTF Ken. Then OTF Chucky Wackem Phyllis come back and kill O Block Munna Duke. Like it's a triangle, like, you know, and like it's basically like O Block against OTF, because everybody that's, you know, everybody that the war is going on, but everybody that the war is going on between is O Block side and OTF side. Ken OTF, Chucky Wackem them OTF, Chucky them blood bad, but they OTF. Ken Tay-Town, but he OTF. You know, that shit crazy. So Munna Duke done killed Ken, and goddamn it, Chucky Wackem them people that came back and killed Munna Duke now. It looked like OTF versus O Block, bro. Like real shit. Even though Chucky blood bad, even though Ken Tay-Town, it looked like O Block versus OTF. And for Dirk to be in jail while all this shit is going on is crazy. It's like, but no, the Ken shit happened while Dirk was still out here. I was gonna say, it's like, man, Dirk went to jail, now they acting crazy. Like, no, Ken died while they was acting crazy while Dirk was still out here, you know? And you already know it's a lot of shit that's gonna, well, how it is nowadays, that shit might do hit the internet. You know, there's a lot of shit that ain't gonna hit the internet, but like the way shit is set up nowadays, that shit might do hit the internet. We might find out everything that happened about that shit. You just give it some time and just let shit play out. It might come out everything that happened about that shit, fool. The way shit is set up nowadays, bro. You know. But man, RP, goddamn it. Look, man, RP Munna Duke, RP, goddamn it, Youngin, RP Ken came back. Like y'all should have not, you know, got rid of the cop so close to y'all shit. Cause now people gonna put two and two, like, oh, that's my dude and them shit. And then the hit was done all the way up here, like, hell yeah, like, how the hell you get all the way over there? You should have dropped the car by 63rd or some shit. If you really wanted to just make it where the people ain't know it was you, you supposed to drop that, you should have, you know, or something like that, drop it out by 63rd, like, think of one of they ops or whatever, like, alright, we gonna drop this shit out by 63rd, we gonna drop this shit out by Young Money. On phone now, we finna drop this shit out by 051, you know, or whatever, whoever that they into it with. But I'm saying a lot of people, they on some shit like, man, we feel bad for D-Thang wife. Like real shit, D-Thang wife, or Munna Duke wife, however you want to call her. Fat, that's her name. I know Fat, she on some shit like she like the Black Widow type shit. Like, you was just with D-Thang. Like,
Alright, now my son going into stuff that I don't feel like I really need to kind of know and all that. You know what I'm saying? Talk about fat, D-Thang, like those people, shit like that. Motherfucking thing there, though. You feel me? Let's kind of put this to the side real quick, right? And yeah, right. So, you know, you gotta understand that at the end of the day, oh, okay, my fault. At the end of the day,
I'm not rocking with a lot of
what
this
the fuck is?
stuff.
Come on, shut the fuck up, nigga. I don't give a fuck what you rocking with, nigga. Why the fuck you on my screen? But yeah, right. So you gotta understand that it's a lot of backdoor swinging right now, bro. It's a lot of backdoor swinging right now. Like anything that you're a part of, and it's kind of crazy, right? Because like they just robbed little dude, what the fuck is this nigga name? Duty Low. They just got Duty Low. They just caught him slipping. You feel me? Shit, I wonder if I could. Let me see if I could get this up. Hold on. I was trying to get into my X account. Matter of fact, let's try that. Let's try to get into my X account real quick. And maybe I could do this like this where oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, what the fuck was I just said that shit? But yeah, right. So while I'm logging to this fucking X account and all that shit. Damn, it don't show me. Oh, here we go. Perfect. There we go. All right. So right. So they just caught motherfucking Duty Low for his chain, right? And I mean, obviously that don't have nothing to do with what that don't have nothing to do with these dudes situation and all that, you know, that have absolutely nothing to do with these dudes situation. But at the same time, it's like OTF taking a lot of losses, and it just looked bad on Dirk as a boss. You feel me? And I do feel like they might release Dirk on his next bail hearing and all that, just so he could fulfill his contract obligations or whatever the case may be. But you know, OTF Chucky, he put no that I ain't gonna lie, that mixtape kinda hard. I ain't gonna lie, I've been bumping that new mixtape they've been putting out. Shit been, you know, hitting the charts and all that, whatever. So if Chucky, you know, then kinda got Munna whack because, you know, Munna done took out one of his guys and all that, whatever. And obviously Atlanta's on other OTF members' heads and all that. You know, even though Chicago's, yo, we gonna shut down NBA YoungBoy concert, this and the third, whatever. But it's like, what's going on in y'all own backyard, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, usually after you've defeated all your enemies and all that, you start to cannibalize, right? They always say, like, you know, won't people like it, if you leave people to their own devices, they'll start beefing with each other, type of thing. And I feel like now that OTF has like conquered a lot of these other gangs and stuff like that, you know, the FBGs and all these other little sets, now it's just them versus them, right? Now it's kind of like that, you know, it's always been that OTF O Block animosity type of thing. But now it's just, yeah, it's here. Little Dirk not here to really, you know, you know what I'm saying? Keep things cool. King Von then passed away. You know, I really do think that OTF versus O Block will be the that new war. It's gonna be that new war, and it's gonna be a very big one. I ain't gonna lie. You know, New York drill is done. New York drill is dead. It's only female artists that don't do shit but be entertainers and shit like that. You know, the only real feeling that you gonna get right now from hip hop with something real and, you know what I'm saying, that last vestige of a real street war that could be told through the music. O Block versus OTF. Chucky wackem. And whoever, you know O Block always got rappers and shit. You know what I'm saying? So you want to see how this shit go, man. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. Like I said, sign up to that OBS dude site or whatever. I mean, page. You know, I'll probably do a couple more vids on that shit, whatever. But I wanted to get that out there. I want to see how y'all feel about that. You know what I'm saying? Is the Chucky people do that to Munna Duke? Did Munna Duke? Obviously, we know Munna Duke was King Von people, so he was get back gang stepping on shit. It could be a whole different bunch of different situations. But was it Chucky Wackem? I don't know. I ain't saying it was him. You know, now they trying to say Dirk paid for FBG cash and this and Cash was my homie. A lot of shit gonna come out after the fact, but right now, I feel like it's a OTF versus O Block war, and I feel like it's a lot going on in Chicago that we don't know about, that they keep it under the wraps. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of little funny hidden subliminal because there's no real, it's no one else to really conquer, right? As OTF, y'all always looked at as like under O Block because Chief Keef put y'all on and shit like that. So I could start to see that. Fuck these niggas, man. That shit washed up, nigga. O Block, you know what I'm saying? Had Keef, that shit washed. Niggas OTF time now. You feel me? Big Schmirk. Schmirk, the richest nigga in Chicago, nigga. Outside of Kanye. Smirk, the richest nigga in Chicago, nigga. Let's really start turning up for this OTF shit. You feel me? I could see niggas feeling like that. I could see niggas feeling like that. And listen, I would probably feel the same way too. Not even gonna lie to you. I would probably feel the same motherfucking way too. Not gonna lie. It's time to tee up. It's time to, you know what I'm saying? Take this shit over. Time to go from prince to the king. Sometimes you gotta do that. Sometimes you gotta show them niggas who was the real niggas holding shit down. Maybe OTF was been holding down old Blacc. Maybe all the killers is coming from Lamron and migrating to old Blacc because old Blacc got the name. We gonna see. 2025 gonna be an interesting summer. And I'm gonna be here documenting it all. It's the most wise Fleezy, man. This year has been Black Renaissance podcast, man. OY to the motherfucking G's, man. OT to the motherfucking guys, man. You already know. See y'all on the next one, man. Tap in every day, every hour, whenever I want to fucking stream, from the car, from the drink, from the this, from the that. We just out here doing motherfucking content, giving y'all my thoughts on shit, man. You know what I'm saying? FBA thoughts, man. It's the big FBA, Fleezy, the motherfucking Don Dada. You know what I'm saying? Big Papa. We're going to get back to y'all on the next one, man. Probably, I don't know, probably do some shit on Diddy later. I actually want to do some shit on Kanye, too. And we're also going to drop that bombshell, but we waiting for the algorithm to really start fuck with me before we start dropping them bombshell, them clown-ass niggas and shit like that. Outside of that, though, man, you already, man. See you on the next one. It's the most wise. Deuces.